live. I literally just woke up, guys. I've been trying to rest more, but and I scheduled this video for, let me see, for about 55 minutes ago, for like an hour ago, but it's Sunday, and I'm just extremely tired. So I'm a little late with this video, but here we are. Why Americans suck at kickboxing, or why American kickboxing sucks. Okay, first things first, coffee of the day. Oh yeah, black coffee every morning is what we do. Hoorah. Yeah, so good morning, guys. It is now exactly 6 in the morning. Me when I was little. Yeah. Oh. So I just woke up, guys, and it's again like almost 6 in the morning on a beautiful Sunday morning. And topic of the day is why American kickboxing sucks. That is our topic. So coffee first. Waking up in the morning with the coffee, it's always good. So American kickboxing. First of all, a lot of people think that American kickboxers are somehow some of the best in the world. One that I see coming up a lot is Don the Dragon Wilson. A lot of people, for some reason, for some stupid reason, think that Don the Dragon Wilson, an American kickboxer, is somehow one of the best in the world. Like as if he can somehow compete with the K1 fighters. He can't. Okay. The rule set is very different. If you guys see the American kickboxers, they be wearing these fluffy shoe things where it covers the heel of their foot and even the front of the foot. The entire foot's covered up. So get this, in a lot of these fights, like Donald Dragon Wilson's fight, they're not allowed to kick with the shin. A lot of people don't notice that they're only allowed to kick with the part that's padded with the foot. This already in itself makes it not a very realistic form of kickboxing. That added on to that, a lot of the kickboxing in America, they're not even allowed to go for the low kicks. So it's a limited version of kickboxing. Far from the real thing, from the actual real thing. It's not as genuine as like Muay Thai. Muay Thai beats American kickboxing. Dutch kickboxing beats Muay Thai. So there's levels to this. The levels go like that. American kickboxing, Muay Thai, Dutch kickboxing. This is just a fact, guys. I mean, if you're talking levels, Dutch kickboxing crushes Muay Thai and American kickboxing simultaneously even. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, ask in the comments. Okay, make sure you guys like the video. There's 3 of you in here. Only one like the video, guys. It really helps the algorithm going. That said, yeah, there's it's always funny when you tell people to like the video, you always lose 1 or 2 viewers in these live streams. You might get a like or something from some of the other ones, but just one always checks out. It is very funny. But yeah, American kickboxers tend to be really like loudmouths, especially like Donald Dragon Wilson. Donald Dragon Wilson is one that I really cannot stand. The guy just won't shut up. He just keeps talking, yapping about how he's so great. And then you have guys like Viking Samurai who actually will straight up say, rudest kickboxer in the world. Like, based on what, fool? Based on what, fool? Do you always have to just make yourself look like a total and complete stupid person? Like Dunning-Kruger suffering. Dunning-Kruger effect suffering people, for real though. Excuse me, guys, if I speak a little bit slow, but I just woke up. I'm really, really tired. But I'm up early every day. I mean, today was just I was supposed to have this video ready by like an hour ago. I'm a little bit late with it, but I am still here early in the morning on a Sunday morning, and later I'm also gonna do the splits challenge. I just gotta wake up first, guys, and it'll be a separate video. I'll go in the splits here, and yeah, and talk about a different topic. If anybody has any topics you'd like me to touch, let me know in the comments below. Mm. Ooh. Oh. Wake up in the morning, having me some coffee. Yeah. Ooh. What time is it where you guys are at? Out here at 6 in the morning exactly. In a minute, I'm going to actually move around and show you guys the differences between American kickboxing, Muay Thai, and Dutch kickboxing. Just got to wake up a little bit, have some more of you guys in here, and get me more of those likes, guys. Like the channel. Only one like. Thank you, guys. Whoever liked now, thank you. I see a second like. That's good. Abdul, man, how you doing, bro? I'm good. I'm good. Here, man, on a Sunday, waking up. I was supposed to go live an hour ago, but it's Sunday, man. I'm really tired. But I gotta keep putting out these live videos, and I gotta keep my training going. In a minute, I gotta do my stretching again and my splits and all that other stuff that I do every morning. So it's just routine, guys. Just routine. And how are you doing, man? Put this a little higher. It's as high as it goes. Just had some donuts and did some weight training. Well, the weight training is good. The donuts, I'm not so sure, but whatever keeps you going, man. If you need the carbs from the donuts and the sugar, do your thing. I would say, what kind of training did you do? Upper body, legs? Kind of hoping you'll say legs. Full body. Nice, good job. So yes, American kickboxing sucks. Levels. American kickboxing, Muay Thai, Dutch kickboxing. Muay Thai is trumped by Dutch kickboxing, and American kickboxing is trumped by Muay Thai. Facts, guys, facts. Don't hate the player, hate the game. I'm just a messenger. I just say it like it is. Right there. Yeah. Oh. I need my second coffee, guys. We'll do this. Do this thing. Yes, indeed, American kickboxers are way, way, way overrated. Very well said. ¿Cómo decirlo mejor, amigo? The Spanish for I couldn't have said it better, my friend. Yes. Ooh, 6:05 in the morning. Mm. Ooh, boom, boom. You know the differences, though. The differences in the rule setting between a Dutch kickboxing and American kickboxing and even Muay Thai. In American kickboxing, it's just soft, you know. The better guys, I think, in American kickboxing are really the guys that kind of kick better above the waist, and the guys that can kind of sort of box, or the guys that can kind of sort of do both. But they tend to suck at the low kicks, like a lot, not even a little bit, like a lot, you know. Mm. Oh yeah, yeah, and it's just it's a lot of hype with it, I guess, in a way. And also, one of the things that I find funny is how Donald Dragon Wilson will say that he could have beat Ernesto Hoost because he beat someone who beat Ernesto Hoost. But it's like you beat him in a different rule setting, and you beat him in a different environment, different rule setting. You cannot like beat someone in, like, let's say, kickboxing, and then say you could have beat that person in MMA just because you beat him in kickboxing. Like, it's a different thing, the way that they fight compared to the way the Dutch fight. You cannot even begin to compare. Like we say in Holland, they don't even get in the neighborhood. They don't even get close to the level. Like we'll say, they don't even get close to the neighborhood. So como ni eens in the buurt, you know? It's a thing we say here. Still waking up, guys. I still gotta wake up. I'm really like half asleep today. Sunday. Yeah, Sunday. Sunday is a day that, yeah, what can I say? But I'm gonna start to do some of the moves. Get up. Okay. Have my kickboxing shorts on. Here we go. Coffee, coffee. Oh, I wear two watches. This is my sports watch and my dressy watch. I wear my sports watch so I can time what I'm doing. So, if you guys see American kickboxers, they will have padding in their foot, kind of like at the level of my socks, almost covering the heel, covering all of this. It'll be covered up, and they will not be allowed to kick with this part. Many times, low kicks aren't even allowed. But when low kicks are allowed, even then, think about it. They're only allowed to make contact with the padding. They're not really allowed to make contact with the shin. So that in itself already. Lawrence, let me see. Lawrence Kishing Striking Breakdown channel have awesome demonstrations of striking. I don't know that channel. I'd have to check it out. But basically, what I was saying is, He didn't make money. What I was saying is they are only allowed to kick with the foot padding. So they're not allowed to kick with the shin. So their kicks are going to be more flippy, snappy kicks. They're not allowed to like jump up and kick you with the shin in the dome. You cannot do those kind of kicks in American kickboxing. You guys will see it in the way that they fight. So this bullshit that Donald Dragon says that he would have beaten Ernesto Hoost is retarded. Donald Dragon Wilson could have never beaten Ernesto Hoost. Muay, obviously, the elbows are allowed, the clinch is allowed. They're allowed to do more than in Dutch kickboxing, but in Dutch kickboxing rules, just the fact that we don't have any foot padding already makes it way more hardcore. Just the fact that we don't pick which part of the foot to kick with, and just the fact that we train to take the low kicks like crazy, and this is the way we fight. We just make you guys, the American kickboxers, you in particular, Donald Dragon Wilson and all of you buddies, we make you guys look bad, bro. You guys cannot even begin to compete with the level of Holland. Nobody can. This is just facts, guys. We're the best at this shit, and I'm in Holland, so I'm speaking from experience living here and from experience being involved in martial arts my entire life. One of the things you will notice a lot as a key thing to notice if kickboxing is real or fake, the real ones, the real kickboxers, will a lot of times do a lot of things, but it's a mean to an end. It's a mean to land a hook and then a kick, or a cross and then a liver shot. Like this is like a lot of the basics, right? So when you guys see a lot of the other kickboxers, you guys will notice that they only throw punches or they only throw kicks. Like they'll throw a combination, for example, 1, 2, 3, and they stop. Or they'll land one shot and they'll stop. Or just from fighting position, they will just throw a low kick and then stop. Or they'll just throw a high kick and then stop with like no setup. There's no setup where they're like, you know, doing proper boxing. Jab, jab, right? Jab, bah, low kick. Jab, 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 boom. Stomach, jab, 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 cross, boom. Jab, jab, cross, hook, bam, low kick, right? Every time you guys see the hook, you guys or a liver shot, you guys will see that liver shot hook. It's always followed up by a low kick. It's always coming here, pa, pa, right, pa, pa. And if you're coming with this hand, a lot of times you want to kick with the other leg. So a lot of the mistakes you will see in Dutch kickboxing, or in kickboxers that don't know how to fight, they will punch with this hand and then kick with this leg. They will do a lot of this stuff, or here. The problem with that is if I'm doing this, I'm open here. And then from here, I have to be open yet again to do this. So I'm leaving my body open. When I'm striking here, I'm opening this. And then if I'm going to throw the kick from here, I'm still open in the same area. Whereas if I'm punching you here, like we do in Holland, where I'm going here, and then here, I wasn't open much. I wasn't open for long periods of time. If I'm punching you here, right, I'm open here. My head is exposed. But if I from here throw a liver kick, which is really close, the distance is perfect, my head is gone. See where my head is? This is exposed, but as soon as the kick comes, I'm already gone. So that's why these combinations are really effective. And the Dutch combinations is because the way it's set up just works, man. It works. And these combos are very basic. Like, think about it. This is home. Boom, boom. This is home right here. Boom, boom. And then when this hand comes, it's here. So keep in mind that it's the opposite hand you guys want to use most of the time. Sure, once in a while you could bust one of these. Once in a while you could do that or this. Once in a while you could do that, but not all the time, not as a standard rule, because you will be exposed to a lot more punishment. And the thing about people is they'll go left punch, left kick, right punch, right kick, or just kick or just punch. Again, I'm repeating myself, but a lot of these other countries, they have no freaking idea how to mix this up in an effective way. And now I'm going to sit for a sec. Okay, no questions, no comments yet. 4 of you in here, guys. 2 likes, 2 more likes, guys, at least. Like the video, guys. It helps the algorithm. Ooh, 6 in the morning, already moving around, feeling good. Oh yeah. I'm gonna need another coffee, you guys. Pa, 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 pa. Yep. If you have any questions, guys, just ask me below. This is my 3rd coffee of the day. As you guys can see, I actually drink a whole lot of coffee. And yeah. And bang. Muay Thai guys are slow. Hey, brother, how you doing, man? Yes, they definitely are. They're super, super slow, bro. Making a mess here. I'm so not used to doing this. Look at that, guys. Nice, huh? We've got to clean that up now. Okay. Muay Thai guys are slow. Glory Kickboxing is incredible. Did Glory start in Holland? Yeah, Glory is, I think it did start in Holland, yeah. A lot of this stuff is here. Like, for example, Remy Bonjaski is like the spokesperson for Glory and stuff. So, yeah, a lot of the stuff started here. Spilling the coffee, guys. I'm putting you guys here with the phone, see? Just so you guys see what I'm looking at. There we go. All cleaned up. And putting you guys back in here. Yes. There we go. Put a Dutch kickboxer in a Muay Thai rules, he wins. Put a Muay Thai guy in kickboxing rules, Muay Thai guy loses. True. But why is that? Why you guys think that is? Most of the time they lose against Dutch kickboxers is because I would say the Thais are like Conor McGregor says, stuck in the mud with the tradition. I'm gonna show you guys what I mean physically. What? I don't know if you guys know, but the Thais have a belief or a thing where you're not supposed to kick people with the bottom of your foot. So the part of your foot that you step on, they don't like being kicked with it. So I heard that that's a thing, that if you kick someone like that in the face, is not appreciated if the bottom of the foot is hitting like that. So, out of respect, which is some utter bullshit, they kick more always with this part and not with the part that you're stepping on the ground with. So, if I went to Thailand and I start kicking them like this, start throwing like push front kicks all the time, or axe kicks to the face, but hitting with the bottom of my foot, side kicks to the dome, boom. If now another thing that the Thais do is they like exchanging round kicks. You guys have seen this probably in kickboxer movies too. Like they'll be like, way, way, right. And then another thing is there's only so much time left in the world, guys. So a lot of people will be like, oh, Muay Thai, the art of 8 limbs. You got the hands, you got the elbows, you got the knees, and you got the kicks, right? That's all gravy. But the thing is, there's not enough time in the world to get good at all this shit. You don't have enough time in the world to get good at elbows, to get good at punching, to get good at knees, and to get good at kicks. There's not enough time in the world to get good at all this shit. So what happens in Thailand is that a lot of gyms are specialized in one thing. You'll have gyms that are more specialized in elbows. You will have gyms that are more specialized in knees. You will have gyms that are more specialized in the kicks. So that makes it not really a style. If you guys think about it, Muay Thai is not really a style. Dutch kickboxing is a style. Why? Because if you go to any gym here, at the end of the day, the training method is going to be the same. The stance is going to be the same. The guard is going to be the same. It's going to be based more on boxing, just boxing, Western boxing, right? Pa, 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 and low kick. Western boxing to set up low kick. So if you're only training that, if you're only training the boxing, which is way more effective than the elbows. It's just true, guys. Elbows are overrated. Why? Because I got to get really close to my opponent to make them work. The longer range you have, the better it's going to be. So that's why kickboxing is so effective, because you've got long range and you're working on these long range moves always. So, anyway, conditioning the leg, doing the hard sparring. And in the hard sparring, you think about it, there's also a difference, right? A lot of people don't think about this one. A lot of people will say, yeah, the Dutch do hard sparring to make up for the fact that they don't fight every weekend. Yeah, so what that the Thais spar every weekend, fight every weekend? They fight guys their own size every weekend. This means that they're used to fighting people their own size, even if they fight every weekend. The difference here is you go to Mike's gym, you go to any freaking gym here, you will spar everyone. You will spar heavyweights, big guys, small guys. So you will be humbled regardless of your level. You will have someone in front of you that will kick your ass probably eventually. So you're not going to leave the Dutch gyms feeling cocky. You're going to leave fucking humbled, okay? Wanting to get better. So this is the differences. If you're always focused on the same thing, boom, 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 boom. If you're always focused on these techniques, instead of focusing on the elbows, focusing on the knees, it's too much to focus on. So you're not gonna really be beating someone who's only doing punches, taking low kicks, and sparring hard all the freaking time against people from all different sizes and weights, like we do here. You're just not gonna beat us. It's impossible, The training methods are different, and in Holland, we don't nitpick if you can kick with the foot or not. We're not obsessed with watching two guys exchange stupid kicks and see who can take more. We don't. We just want to see who's going to win and who's better. And also, another thing about Holland versus Muay Thai is that the sport keeps evolving here. Muay Thai, they don't really evolve, man. They've evolved very, very, very little. Yes, indeed, they do. Sure do. We sure do. Yep, no doubt about it. Yeah. But I was clear, right, with the movements I just did, right? Anybody got any questions on the movements I just did? Ask me. I can do them again if you guys want to see it again. For you guys that are just tuning in here, I've said that American kickboxing is here. Level of Muay Thai is here. Level of Dutch kickboxing is here. So American, Thai, Dutch. Facts. Oh, there was a question. Yeah, Dutch prepare for the low kicks, unlike Americans. This is true. We prepare for the low kicks and we take it with the shins. Lawrence Kitchen, Striker Breakdowns channel have great, awesome demonstrations technique. I still have to look at that. And hello, everybody. Coffee's so good in the morning. Black coffee, though. On my third one now. Feeling really good. How you doing, bro? Ahmed, I'm doing good, bro. We're here this morning doing our thing, man. Talking about American kickboxing, Muay Thai, and Dutch kickboxing. Thai style, Dutch style, Thai style, American style. American kickboxing, Muay Thai, Dutch kickboxing. There's levels to this game. Raymond Diamond Deckers beat up Thai fighters in their own game. Yep. If you guys don't know who Raymond Deckers is, he was basically if you guys seen Kickboxer with Van Damme, Raymond Deckers is like the real version of that on crack in real life. Because think about it. Kurt Sloan in the movie Kickboxer, played by Jean-Claude Van Damme, he only beat one champion, Tong Po. Raymond Deckers beat all of them. He beat all of them. So Raymond Deckers makes the Van Damme movie character look like a bitch. How to do the non-pivoting low kick, and can you show me foot positioning when doing the non-pivoting low kick? Okay, I'll just show you now. Let me see if I can show you. Hold on, man. Let me set up the camera. Good question. Non-pivoting low kick. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, first of all, for the non-pivoting low kick, hope you guys can see my foot. I think you guys can. Okay. For the non-pivoting low kick, okay, this is not for everybody. The non-pivoting low kick basically is a very advanced form of kicking, whether it's the roundhouse kick or the low kick or the high kick. You can apply this with all of them. Okay, so you're in your guard, right? Assuming you're orthodox, standing in orthodox stance. Normally, when you kick, again, this is not for beginners, guys. So if you're a beginner, don't do this. If you're a beginner, you got to stick to just moving this foot. You got to stick to pivoting that back foot, because you need advanced speed, advanced balance, advanced flexibility. You need a lot of advanced stuff in order to be able to do this kick. So from here, this leg, man, you want to position it in a way that when this is here, all of your weight is on here. A good rule of thumb is you could practice by like holding yourself somewhere, like for example here, putting all the weight here, bring your leg here, and then do this. You want to turn your foot just like a roundhouse kick. I'll take my sock off so you can see my foot. Just like a roundhouse kick, see? This way, but keeping the other leg straight. So this is a good position to practice. See how I'm right here? Boom, one more time. And then the leg, you want to flex these muscles, and you don't want to have your knee move in this direction. So your knee has to stay steady in place when you're throwing this kick. Watch. One more time, back up more. Look how my foot is straight and this leg is turning. That's a roundhouse kick, see? Boom. But this foot is staying straight. And why you want to do this technique, guys, is because look at my head. Anytime you guys throw a round kick or a cross, you're exposed. It's a rule of thumb. The only way you're really prepared for defense, like Mayweather, is when you have your guard up. When you're looking and have your guard up. When you're not attacking. When you're not attacking is when you can best defend. Anytime you attack here, you are exposing yourself. You are putting your head forward to get hit, right? And in almost every kick, in almost every punch, except the kicks, if you do them this way, right? Because look, If I do a roundhouse kick, normal one, and I pivot this foot, look at my head. Look what happens to my head. I cannot get away from the moving towards the punch. Imagine the punch is here. So when the person sees my roundhouse kick, they're going to punch me. So if my head is turning this way, you guys see already how far forward I'm going with my head. Now watch with the non-pivoting one. Where's my head? I can keep my head here. See? I can even take my head back. Watch. Boom. Okay? Boom. Or I can keep it at least in place. So I'm here. Boom, boom, boom. Rule of thumb is turn your hips, but keep your leg where it is. So you want to turn your upper body, turn your hips, but the leg stays there. Okay? One more time. Boom. That's a high kick here. Time, high kick. Bah! Bah! Okay? So I hope this all made sense. Be careful, because my brother broke his knee, twisted his knee, is dislocated now, and he's got a chronic dislocated knee because he once tried to do a roundhouse kick, and he wasn't even trying to do the non-pivoting one. He was simply showing off to his friends when he was drinking, and he did a roundhouse kick and kept his leg in place and did not pivot. And then his knee went, and he has a dislocated knee now. So be very careful when you're doing this. Again, as a rule of thumb, you really want to do this slow before you do it fast, man. And you have to be good at the roundhouse kick, like really good at the roundhouse kick already before you start doing this one. Keep in mind that this is an advanced version of the roundhouse kick. It's not for beginners. Just keep that in mind, guys. Be realistic with what your level is. If you're a beginner, train like a beginner. Learn beginner stuff. Perfect your beginner technique. Don't skip as a beginner to advanced stuff and expect to be good, because you're going to suck at it. If your basics aren't good, you're going to suck at everything else. Think of it like languages. If you don't know the alphabet, you're going to suck at making words, right? I mean, it's just you have to learn the alphabet first. You have to learn every letter before you can start making words, right? So you learn the alphabet, then you're not going to suck at making words. Then you're going to get better at making words because you know every word, right? So you know every letter to make every word. You guys know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you don't want to skip the basics of your martial art training. You don't want to skip to doing advanced shit before you learn how to do the basics. Basics are important, and you're always going to go back to them. And keep in mind, most fights are going to be won with basic techniques. And if they're not going to be won with basic techniques, they're going to be won by being set up with basic techniques before you set up something more advanced. Most of the time, of course, not always. If you have any questions, just ask me again. I could do it again, man. You really have to keep that foot in place, strong in place. Don't over twist it. No doubt, no doubt, no problem. No problemo. I should be sponsored by coffee. I should look for coffee sponsors since I drink so much of it. I'm not even kidding. I just thought of it right now. I drink so much coffee. I should have coffee sponsors by now. Brands, coffee brands. Yay. You guys got any questions? Just ask. Oh, yeah, guys. I have to go to the bathroom as well. Here we go. Egalitarian, how you doing, my brother? All good right here, bro. How you doing, my man? You got any questions? Just ask. We're talking about American kickboxing versus Muay Thai versus Dutch-Kickboxing. Yes, they do. In fact, it depends on the club. But most clubs do, in fact, have metal detectors. Yes, the ones that I worked at, we did have them. But the ones that like you have like a thing in your hand and you go like this, you check, you know. But Mexico's tricky, man. I remember when I was head of security of Alebrije, which is the biggest club in Acapulco, and I was head of security there when Acapulco was the most dangerous city in not just Mexico but the whole world. Acapulco was the most dangerous city in the whole world, not just Mexico, and I was working at the biggest club in that city as head of security. So I had like 50, 55 bouncers under me, including two, three armed bodyguards, ex-military. Ex-military people in Mexico are allowed to carry their guns for life. Anyways, the point was that I had guys checking, and I had like levels of checking. For example, here is the door, right? Here's the door, or the chain, la cadena, the entrance that keeps the outside part of the club away from the street, and there will be a bunch of people here. So I would have guys at the entrance of the doors searching people, right here, searching people, and then I would have a secondary search where I'd be standing by the entrance looking at the guys that are searching. And if I saw something funny or someone that I knew is armed is not supposed to come armed, because when I was working as head of security there, we had a rule: no one with guns, like no guns in the club unless they're like Secret Service or like legit state bodyguards, not even private bodyguards. So I had really strict rules with this. So even narcos, hitmen, cops, I took guns like you wouldn't believe from people at that door, because I really needed to have like the advantage over everybody at the club, and for this I needed only my guys to have guns, not anybody else, you know. So I was I'll give you guys one story. There was this one guy called El Monstro. They called him the Monster. He was a regular at the club. I got along pretty good with him, but you know, he was a hitman. He was a narco who had done gruesome shit. The guy was really skinny and his face was full of holes, like acne holes. Really ugly dude. So like his nickname El Monstro kind of went with his appearance. He really looked like an evil guy. This guy was always at the club by himself, and he would carry a 9mm Beretta. And I remember the first day that I worked as head of security, he tried to come in with a gun, and he just had it with him, like right here, like under his shirt. He didn't even really try to like hide it. He had bribed some of the security guards. Oh, no. The first time he didn't. He just came in. They didn't do nothing. He just came in with the gun here. They felt it, but they didn't say nothing because this guy was always coming in with a gun. And by the time he came up to where I was standing, I was like, "You armed?" And he's like, "No, bro." And then I just touched it. I touched him here, and I'm like, "Bro, you're armed. Like, I cannot have you coming in armed today. I told you that yesterday." And he was like, "Yeah, yeah." But I was at the club yesterday, but it was one day before I was head of security. And then he would, because I knew him, you know. And then he's like, "Yeah, but there's other people armed." I'm like, "No, there's only state bodyguards armed here protecting some of the governors' family and stuff like that. There's no one else here with guns. Only legit people protecting other people. That's it, man. You cannot come in with a gun today. Sorry, I cannot allow it, man." And he starts giving me that look, like, "Come on, fool," you know, like I need my gun. And then I look at him and I'm like, "Bro, I'll give you a free bottle. I'll give you a VIP seating of your choice, and I will put one bodyguard for you all night." And I said one because I knew he would want more. You got to know how to bargain. It's like, "Nah, well, two bottles." And then he specifically told me where he wanted to sit. There was a spot next to the bar. Like there's the VIP, there's a bar, there was a VIP table here, and then the rest of the VIP. So he wanted that VIP table next to the bar. And he wanted two bottles, and he wanted four bodyguards, and I ended up giving him three. I ended up giving him three bouncers to stand at his booth with him the whole time, two bottles, and VIP seating. So I would basically bribe armed guys into leaving their fucking guns in the car. I'd be like, dude, you'll be treated like a king. You need anything? I even gave him a fucking radio. I gave him one of our radios so he could radio me if he had a problem. Yeah, but you gotta know how to deal with these people. You know, you cannot just be like, I'm the authority here. Give me your gun. It's not allowed. Go fuck yourself. You do that, you're gonna have a really, really, really big problem. You know, so yeah, so it's a very delicate thing, the gun situation, and yeah, these guys that were checking had the metal detectors, and then the second time that he came in, he tried to bring a gun concealed in the same gun. He tried to conceal it in his foot. So I noticed it because I wouldn't have noticed it if it wasn't for the guards' like weird behavior and the hand to hand. He basically bribed the guards, and he started outside. He bribed the guards outside by the chain. He bribed the guards that searched him, and he even, for the heck of it, bribed one more in line. And then by the time he came up to me, I was like, "Are you armed?" And he's like, "No," but I could tell he was lying. So I'm all right, bro. And I knew he didn't have nothing here because he had his shirt tucked in his pants. So then I knew there's only one other place it could be, bro. It's in your legs. So I didn't even tell him. I was like, bro, I'm gonna touch your leg, all right? And he's like, all right, I do. I have one there. So I was like, bro, I told you, you cannot come in here with a gun, dude. So that day he ended up not wanting to go back out. So he ended up giving me the gun. I ended up putting it, I would put it in this locker and take down the number of the gun, whose gun it is. I had like the little locker thing in the front, specifically to put weapons away from people that had weapons that just didn't want to go back to their car to put it away. Because you guys got to keep in mind, there's like a big ass line. So he has to go back through all those people just to put his gun away. And he did that the first time. He went through all those people, put his gun in his car, came back. This time he left it there. And it was the same routine. He said, "You're gonna give me the same as the I'm like, yep, I'll give you the same as the last time. VIP things, two bottles, and I'll send three guys." So um yeah, this is Mexico, man. It's like the world. It's like bribery capital of the world. Let me see. I gotta read the comment, guys. I'm going back to scroll comments. What's your opinion on Manson Gibson? Manson Gibson is one of my favorite kickboxers. He's in my top 5 favorite kickboxers of all time. Manson Gibson was really good. He was not like, for like, Manson Gibson might be like the best American kickboxer, dude, in my opinion. I don't think there's anybody better than him, especially when it comes to kicking. Alvin Powder was a great black kickboxer. I don't know who Alvin Powder is. I'd have to look him up. Raymond Daniels, I know who he is. He's also great, but watch how he lost against. He lost really badly against Nicky Holzken. You guys should watch that one if you haven't seen it. Ninja Samurai, latest 2 shorts. Why the leg workouts takes 3 hours? It doesn't matter what time. Just make sure to get to work in the empty gym. Hilarious. Dennis Alexio was a great kickboxer. Yeah, he was good. Being a bouncer is a stressful and dangerous occupation. Yeah, it is. It is. But it's fun, man. It's fun. It's fun. For me, it's like, I love it. I miss it. Haven't done it in a while, but I miss it. Like, I miss the music. I miss watching the girls dancing. I miss the girls. I miss the girls. Did I mention the girls? I miss the girls. And then the fights, man. Just waiting for that call that is gonna just shoot your adrenaline up to a different level. It's funny is that most guys have no idea and they're never gonna experience what it feels like to get that call and to rush through the crowd and to have any idea what the hell you're gonna run into when you get into those fights or those brawls. Like it's a rush many people are never gonna experience in their life. I like everything about the club life, working in the club life. And keep in mind, guys, I hate going as a customer. I detest it. I don't like it. I only like clubs when I'm working in them, not when I'm not working in them. So it's yeah, it's stressful, but it's also fun. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done it. I have never done one job that I don't like, except recently probation job, my how you call it, community service that I have to do. Howard Jackson was a great black kickboxer. Hassan Kasuri was a great kickboxer. AJ, when was last time you went to Mexico? Last time I went to Mexico was 7 years ago, exactly. I haven't gone back to Mexico, see my Mexican videos that I did the last time that I was there. I was in Acapulco the last time that I was there. I got videos there. I was in Mexico City. I was in Playa del Carmen. I was in Cancun. So Cancun, Playa del Carmen, Mexico City, Acapulco. And if you want to count Ecatepec, I was also at Ecatepec, which is close to Mexico City. This is one of the most dangerous cities in the whole world, Ecatepec. One of the most dangerous municipalities, I guess. Very dangerous. But I got videos. You guys can check them out. I got plenty of videos of when I went to Mexico because I'm always making videos. Ignacio Caproch was a great kickboxer. I am going to rate him still for you, egalitarian. It'll be on members only priority. So I'll be on members only for like a week or two before it's out on open for everybody else. I understand. I actually hate clubbing, waste of money. Clubbing is a waste of money unless you have game. And if you have game, you don't need money. See, like the guys that always get the best girls are the lone wolves. I've talked about this before in other videos, and these guys tend to not get VIP. They tend to know everybody at the club. Sometimes they get in without paying. They may order a beer or even a soda or a coffee instead of like alcohol, and they'll hang out by the bar, and they're by themselves because they understand that you have better games sometimes by yourself than with a crowd of idiots that just make each other look bad just to get themselves some. And these guys tend to always get the girls. They know how to dress, they know how to talk, they know how to smell, they're smooth, they're usually sort of good looking, in shape, and they know how to dance. See, the thing is, guys, if you don't know how to dance, you almost not. It's almost stupid to go to a club where people dance. If you don't know how to dance, you're better off not even going because, like, girls go to the dance, and dancing is part of it's part of the game, having game in the club. I know it's a common denominator with guys who can dance and guys who cannot dance. Dancing is important, and like here in Holland, people don't typically dance in clubs. Holland is an exception, of course. You go to Mexico, everybody dances. But here in Holland, people don't dance. So when I do go to a bar here in Holland, I tend to stand out a lot because I just dance, and I just have fun dancing. So when I do go out, I know how to have fun, but I don't really like the stress of people possibly being armed, possibly getting in fights. And I've gotten in fights at bars as a customer too. I knocked out a bouncer once at a fight, and I got arrested for it. I knocked the bouncer out. I knocked his girlfriend out. I knocked another guy out who was coming at me with a chair. So I knocked three people out that night, and I got arrested. Like an hour later, a cop showed up at my door and took me to jail. So this is why I don't like going to clubs. I always end up getting into some shit. Ninja Striker's latest two shorts. Why the leg work? Yeah, I read that already. No, knives are not allowed in clubs, man. They're very dangerous. Opinion on Nathan Levy. Well, he's a UFC fighter, right? He's that Israeli UFC fighter. He's also on the USDC, the Ultimate Self Defense Championship or whatever. But my opinion on him is, well, what can I say about the guy? I haven't seen much on him. I've seen some of the stuff on USDC. I haven't even really seen him fight, but I could look into it. Again, I keep saying I could look into it, but that one you guys had not asked me about yet. So I will look into Nathan Levy. He's on my radar for sure. I don't like him. The greatest strikers in the world know how to be dynamic and unpredictable. Facts. Dutch-Kickboxing, Kyokushinkai, Karate, Taekwondo, and Muay Thai are awesome to watch in K1 Glory and One. Facts. Yes, I think it's a lot more exciting to watch it in this way than to like watch the UFC. Freaking UFC is like really highly overrated and shit, in my opinion. Yeah. Oof. Fourth coffee. In less than an hour, I've had 4 coffees. I've been live for 55 minutes. El Bruno Orozco. El Bruno Orozco regresó a YouTube. Se había desaparecido, pero el vato regresó. Voy a tener que hacer un video sobre él también. Gracias por recordarme. I'm being asked in Spanish if I'm still want to knock out Bruno Orozco. I don't know if you guys remember. I did videos on him. I exposed him. I went to Spain specifically to look for the prick. He deleted his channel, but now he's back again with a different channel. But he's a lot more quiet than the last time. Oh, no problem, man. No problem. How you doing, Jizz? You're a little late this time. No problem. Here we are again, man. I forget it's nighttime over there. Out here, it is almost 7 in the morning. Yeah. Let me show you guys what time it is here in Holland. Bang. It is 10 minutes till 7 a.m. So, yeah. 6 of you in here, 6 likes. That's great. Let me sure you like the video. You haven't liked it yet, guys. It really helps with the algorithm and all that. I have met Danny Bills in Paris. I believe he's the best. Okay, yeah, he's pretty good. I haven't seen enough on him though. Chilling with my dad, still celebrating his late birthday. Haha. Okay, cool, man. Tell your dad I said happy birthday, bro. Muay Thai is an elite striking art. Yes, it is an elite striking art. No doubt it is. It is. Muay Thai is cool. No doubt about it. Even the name sounds cool. I like Muay Thai. It just sounds cool, right? It just sounds cooler than other martial arts. It just does. Kickboxing also sounds cool. It just sounds cooler than like karate or kung fu or I don't know. To me, it just sounds cooler. You know, I really like the way Muay Thai and kickboxing sounds. You know, so yeah, it just sounds badass. Ronnie Green, he used to be my coach. He's sadly bipolar. I don't know who he is, man. I don't know who Ronnie Green is, bro. I have to look him up too. ¿Escuchaste eso de los asesinatos del custodio en México? Did I hear about the assassinations of custodio? Is that like custodio te refieres a alguien que estaba detenido? ¿Alguien que estaba bajo arresto o detenido? ¿Alguien que iban a meterlo a tambo y lo mataron? ¿O cómo debo de ver eso? So can Muay Thai fighters like Sanshai become successful in Holland? At the level of Sanshai, yes. But you got to keep in mind, Sanshai's at a different level, dude. He makes all the other kickboxers or Muay Thai fighters in Thailand look like amateurs. You got to keep in mind there's levels to everything. It's not about the martial arts, about the practitioner. Sometimes you will have some Thai fighters that can beat a Dutch kickboxer. Sometimes sometimes they're around. Like, look, if you bring Sanshai here against guys his own size, I'm sure he'll smoke most of them. Seriously, Sanshai will smoke most Dutch kickboxers of his own height. But here's the good part: when they're bigger, a lot bigger, I don't think he can. I don't think he can. But if he did it, I think over time he would be able to. He would be able to lose, adapt, whatever, and come back stronger. Like he is the type that could do it. But most, I don't think can, man. You got to keep in mind the genetics also come into place. And I don't mean to say that the Thais are genetically weaker than the Dutch than us, the Dutch, but they are. Like if you look at their body types, their height, what they eat, their muscle, they're not as big and strong as the Dutch guys are, man. Like Dutch guys are giants, they're strong, bro. Like they're strong. I would know. I used to throw them out. I used to deal with them. I used to spar them. I am Dutch, and I'm small for a Dutch guy. So I'm telling you, Dutch men tend to be freaking strong. A lot of them have this strength that I haven't seen Mexicans have or other races have. Like it's Dutch people have some kind of like a warrior strength. Not all of them, of course, but plenty do. And yeah, again, size does matter in fights, man. The way you approach a fight with a big guy is never going to be the same as a small guy, but that doesn't mean that you cannot learn how and that you cannot adapt. I've done it. I'm living proof that it can be done. Let me see. Eso de no sé de qué custodio. Ponme más en el. No escuché, no he seguido las noticias de los últimos días de lo que ha pasado en México. So can Muay Thai fighters like Sanshai become successful in Holland? They can. I answered that already. Opinions on Ray or Simpson? He knocked out Deckers. Well, he was really good, but I think Deckers was having a bad day that day, man. I mean, sometimes you just have a bad day. Sigue Prófugo era un vato que se creía Batman y mató a tres inocentes. Okay, there's some guy in Mexico who is being looked for right now who killed three people and he's being looked for. Uh, some guy who apparently thought he was Batman and he's still at large is being looked for. No sabía, güey. Tengo que buscarlo. Gracias por informarme. Tengo que buscar eso de los asesinatos. Son interesante. Why does Sencha like to get creative with his kicks while others like to keep it traditional and not to be slick? Because he's good and he likes kicking. That's the only thing I can think of. Like, same reason why I've always tried to wheel kick is because I'm obsessed with the wheel kick, and probably because he knows it's popular and it looks good, and that's what people want to see. People want to see kicks. Let's not kid ourselves. Anyone who says otherwise is just hating on kicks or they can't kick. People watch martial arts fights, UFC, MMA to watch people get kicked in the dome. This is what all the highlights are high kicks. All the highlights of kickboxers, the best ones are high kicks. All the highlights of K1, Pride, UFC, FC, all of this stuff. It's all high kicks. This is what everyone wants to see. What does Sencha like to get? Issue with traditional Thai is there is not enough punch and combos and speed. True. As 6 feet, I felt small in Holland. Yeah, 6 feet 4, 80 kilo guy. Yeah, even at 6 feet, some people feel small in Holland. It's true because at 6 foot, you're actually just average height. So you're going to run into a lot of fools that are bigger than you. Tyron Sprong was a dangerous kickboxer, too. The center, I really should screenshot some of this stuff, guys. Let me see, I'm going to screenshot this one. Just saying, bang. There. Because I tend to forget sometimes. You guys ask me so many times, so many people. Tyron Sprong versus Brother Hardy will be an epic fight. True. You know which one I would have loved to have seen? That never happened. Bother Hardy versus Crow Cop. Oof. Did you guys imagine that? Both of them in their prime. Bother Hardy versus Crow Cop in both of them in their prime. Monster fight, dude. Monster fight. And yeah, the left high kick versus those dangerous punches. That will be a really amazing fight to watch. Really amazing. No doubt about it. Oh yeah, Brother Hardy's had a lot of bad days. No doubt about it. No doubt. But then again, they all have. Most of them have, right? Most of them have had a lot of bad days. It comes to turf, man. When you're in that game. When you're in that game, it comes with the turf. No doubt about it. Yes, yes, yes. More water. Bang. Brother Hardy's chin was suspect. Crow Cup is amazing. He's basically a video game. Yeah, he is. Crow Cup is basically a video game character. So was Andy Hugh. Andy Hugh was basically also like a video game character. Excuse the noise, guys. Do people still wear blackface in Holland during Christmas? Yes, they do, man. And it's super, super racist. And you cannot tell them that it is because they will say it's just tradition, as if racism and tradition cannot go hand in hand or something. It's weird. Sorry, guys, I had to go to the restroom real quick. But I'm back. I am exactly 5'9". And I don't need to lie about my age like Viking Samurai does. Viking Samurai says he's 5'9", and he says this because in reality, he really is like 5'5" or something. So yeah, a lot of people lie about their height. I am 5'9", about 1 meter 74, 75. Miko Krokop was a nuclear kicker. Yeah, he was. But keep in mind, he only had the left high kick, man. He was really good, but let's say, I'm just going to say it like it is. Okay. If Krokop did a professional Taekwondo fight against someone his own height, like a professional fight against like a professional Taekwondo guy, only kicking, he would lose, and he would lose badly. If Andy Hugh had a professional fight against a Taekwondo person, he would probably do pretty good because he has a better kicking arsenal. Krokop only has that high kick. So when you're a good kicker, like me, when you're really good at kicking, if you know the other person only has one technique they do, like only the high kick, it's not that hard to get away from it if you're a good kicker. Krokop gets away with landing it on a shitload of people because most people he fought are not professional kickers. Let's face it, they're not. When he fought Andy Hugh, this is why he couldn't handle Andy Hugh, is because Andy Hugh is a professional kicker. So his high kick didn't work on Andy Hugh. It only works on people who don't understand the high kick, who don't see it coming. When you're a professional kicker and you're fighting Taekwondo guys who kick super fast, you see that kind of shit coming, guys. You see a high kick from Krokop coming. I don't mean to go like this and tap myself in the back, but if I fought Krokop, not likely he will land that left high kick. Not likely. And keep in mind, guys, like for me, I want people to kick me with left because as soon as you kick me with left, I can counter you with my spin kick or my spinning back kick. So in other words, every time Krokop would throw a left kick, I just counter him with a spinning kick. Like his style of the left high kick would not be good for someone who kicks the way I do. Is all I'm saying. Like he's really good, don't get me wrong, guys, but he's only good at that left high kick. That's why he's got destructive power. And like I've said before, if I have to say who's a better knockout kicker, Krokop or Andy Hugh, Krokop is a better knockout kicker than Andy Hugh because he actually puts people away with just that one kick. Which Andy Hugh, with all of his kicking arsenal, he's not really able to put people away the way Krokop does with that one kick. This is what Bruce Lee said. I fear not the man who's practiced 10,000 kicks once. I fear the man who's practiced one kick 10,000 times. Think about that one. You're lucky. Opinions on Peter Sugarfoot Cunningham. He was pretty fast. I don't know who that guy is either, guys. I just don't know what all of these guys are. Let me screenshot this one too. Make it a future topic because I gotta look people up, guys. I think I should do a video where I just look up all these people that you guys keep asking me about. Morocco still loves Brother Hottie. Hey, so does Holland, man. Brother Hottie's got a lot of fans in Holland too. Taekwondo kicks hurt like hell. Luckily, they usually make it obvious. What do you mean make it obvious? Taekwondo kicks are pretty hard to see coming. Michael McDonald beat Crow Cop. Michael McDonald. Oh yeah, I don't remember that fight though. I remember seeing it in the records that people that he lost and stuff too. But yeah, no doubt, yeah. Manson Gibson was one of the best kickers, man. This all the spinning back fist, spinning kick, spinning back kick, spinning wheel kick, spinning back fist, like the way he would like pop 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 spin, like he's an actual human tornado was amazing. Taekwondo has a certain size stance. Yes, it does. It sure does. What martial art do I know? Are you asking me what martial art I know? I mean, I'm just curious if that's your question, because I'll answer it, but I'm not sure if that's what you mean, or if you're asking someone in the comment section, or if you're asking me. You are lucky in the UK. If you're 25 or older, you can't do community service. It's either fines or prison. Whoa, I didn't know that. Really? Yeah, I am lucky also that I got community service because the case was really old. That's one of the reasons that I got lucky, because otherwise I would have had to go to jail for sure. Because let's just say there's a common denominator with the with people doing pressing charges against me here. It's always because I ended up kicking them in self defense. And it always tends to be a wheel kick or a spinning back kick. Remember when Anderson Silva used front kick and KO? Of course I remember. I remember Steven Seagal wanted to take credit for that, which was stupid. It was it was amazingly stupid and retarded that Steven Seagal would try to take credit for that. How can I forget that, man? How can I forget that, man? How can I forget that? How can I forget him, man? Remember one? Yeah, no doubt. You guys got any more questions? Just ask down below, because I'm about to enter stream soon. Then I'm gonna do some editing. I'm editing a video today about the trained law enforcement people, because there's a little bit of beef that I had with them that was so unnecessary, but I have it, and I'm editing a video on that now. It'll be going on premiere later today. But I'm also gonna do still like a live stretching session. I'm gonna do the splits challenge again today, so I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be still very active, but I have to go in a bit. So you guys got any more questions? Let me know in the comments. Okay, make sure you guys like the video. It really helps the channel and the algorithm. Years of training in ITF Taekwondo. For you guys that don't know, ITF Taekwondo is International Taekwondo Federation. Years of training in ITF Taekwondo. You and me both know front kick is one of the most basic kicks, but it works, no risks, right? Yeah, it has risks, man. Everything is a risk, Arnal. As soon as you're look, and I also think it's karma. I believe, like, many fighters won't talk about this, but I truly believe in karma and fighting. And this is just a personal belief that I have for myself. I'm not saying that this will apply for you or other people, but I believe that there's karma in fighting. This is why when you fight, as soon as you punch first, you're vulnerable to also take a hit. It doesn't matter what strike it is, man. The most um, safest strike in the world, it's one, but it's also the least damaging, and that's the jab. The jab is by far the safest attack you'll have, because the hand is closer to your opponent. Like, look how close my hand is to the screen. Boom, you got hit. See? Try, try to predict when I'm about to hit you, okay? Boom. See what I mean? Like, it's fast, but because it's really fast and it's the front hand and you're just staying in place, you're only leaving this open. You're covering up your liver, you're covering up your face, you're covering up everything. So you're here. So the safest attack is a jab, but it doesn't come without like a price. When people jab me, I like to side kick them. So if someone does a jab, right, someone jabs me, I'll back my head up and I'll side kick him in the chest. So every attack has risk. Also, the front kick has risk. It's not like a perfect safe kick. If there was one attack that was perfectly safe to execute without risk for yourself, that would be the move everybody would be doing. But it doesn't exist. Everything comes with risk. High risk, high reward. The higher the risk, the higher the reward, but not always. But for example, the wheel kick, you have to turn your back. You have to expose yourself. You're vulnerable for a split second when you're spinning. But if you land that shit and you're good at it, I don't got to tell you guys, watch my videos, it's game over. What martial arts do I know besides Taekwondo and K1? All right, I'm going to start from the beginning. I started with karate, right? But didn't compete in karate in the beginning. Then I did judo, competed in judo, I think 4 times, and I lost 4 times. I was the best in class, but I couldn't manage to be able to beat people in actual real competitions. Then I did Dutch-Kickboxing mixed with karate again. So Dutch boxing in Holland as a kid. Then after that, which I'm a 4th degree black belt in, then I also fought in MMA. and all my years of bouncing experience. So if I have to count the martial arts that I actually competed in, it's taekwondo, karate, judo, MMA, and kickboxing. Again, taekwondo, judo, karate, MMA, and kickboxing. These are the 5 martial arts that I know. And last but not least, the streets of Mexico, LA, Holland, and Spain. These are my credentials. This is my experience. These are my knuckles. See these knuckles? Look at the size of my knuckles, man. These are head bashing knuckles. See? Look at how my right knuckle is like twice the size of my left. Also in width, it's wider. See? Yeah. So it's I've been doing this for a long time. Long time, all my life. Morocco still loves Badr Hari instead of flashy. That's true. Instead of flashy taekwondo kicks, especially when you take your eyes off your opponent with front kicks, always looking at your opponent and then boom, silver kick. Yeah. Yeah. Front kicks are good. All kicks are good. Any kick is good if you can land it, man. There's no all kicks are dangerous because it's your legs, man. Your legs are dangerous. Think about how easily you break your hands, how much you have to condition them. Like they have to be basically like mine, like big for you to not break them. Like look, they have to be like this big for you to not break them. The feet can handle a lot more. You walk on them; they literally carry your entire body. They're longer, faster if you train them. Stronger, they can take more. You develop more. You have more power with a kick than a punch. So generally, kicking is better than punching most of the time, guys. It just is. Michael Venom Page is a devastating kicker. Yeah, no doubt he is. No doubt. Any more questions, guys? Michael Venom is a devastating kicker. Michael Venom Page. I still gotta look that guy up, by the way. But if you guys have any questions, just ask, guys. Because I'm about to bounce, but I'll be back. I'm gonna do the splits in a minute. I'm gonna change clothes and then do some more things. You know, brush my teeth, have more coffee, and then I'm gonna sit in splits and then do a splits challenge in a bit. So I'll definitely will. I shall return in a full splits. Opinions on Sabit. Jerry Trimble. Yeah, I have to look these guys up. I'm gonna screenshot this one too, guys. I got 3 people here: Michael Venom Page, Sabit Samedov, and Jerry Trimble. And I don't know enough to give an opinion, guys. So I will never give an opinion on stuff that I don't really know a lot about. So I need to look up these people. Then I'll give you guys an opinion on all of this stuff. Okay. Any more like questions that are not like related to a specific person, then I can answer that now, because right now it's I'm getting a lot of questions from people I don't know shit about. So if you guys can ask me about any particular question about maybe a martial art or anything like that, I can answer that. Giorgio Petrosian, that name sounds like, again, I gotta look these people up for you guys. I'm gonna write this stuff down and just make a video on my opinions of all of these guys. But again, I gotta look them up first. Boom, 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 boom. Top Dutch kickboxers. Okay, Raymond Dekkers, because legend, right? He's like the Bruce Lee of Dutch kickboxing. Raymond Dekkers, no doubt. Peter Arts, Badr Hari, Gokam Saki, and last but not least, Melvin Manhoef. These are my favorite ones, anyways. But this doesn't mean that they're my favorite boxers. These are my favorite Dutch kickboxers. If I'm talking about kickboxers in general, there's a few that are Dutch that are actually my favorites. Andy Hugh, Manson Gibson. These are two kickboxers that are not Dutch but are great. So Andy Hugh, Manson Gibson, Crow Cop, then Raymond Deckers, and then I have to go with Peter Arts. So Peter Arts, Raymond Deckers, then it's so if you guys see the list, my favorite kickboxers are not Dutch. There's only two Dutch guys that are in my top 5. So yeah, Peter Arts, Raymond Deckers. The other 3 are not Dutch. Crow Cop, Andy Hugh, Manson Gibson, and Manson Gibson is an American kickboxer, ironically enough, but he's still one of my favorite fighters. See, I think Jake Paul would have lost against Mike Tyson. I think that was a bullshit fight. I don't think Jake Paul is real, man. If it's a real fight, I think he'd lose against any real boxer, even Canelo. You're really asking me about a lot of people, man, bro. You're going to make me do a lot of research. Boom. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the compliment that I'm the best. Definitely at kicking, stretching, and all that stuff, and a lot of knowledge of street fighting. Yeah, definitely. I'm the best at certain things. I'm good, man. How are you, Mayhem Sarker? I am good, bro. Always good. It is 7:19 a.m. in Holland. So, yeah. Yeah, you're right. He's not that good. I mean, don't get me wrong. He's a good athlete. He's strong. He's better than most people. He could probably beat a lot of people who are not boxers and fighting if they're boxing, but he cannot beat professionals. Like not if it's a real fight, not if the fucking professional is really trying to knock him out. I don't think. I think Mike Tyson should have beat him, and he should have made it look easy, in my opinion. Oh, thank you very much. My spinning kicks and Superman punches made him a fan of mine. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Yeah. Well, why not? Just for you, here they come. Well, one more time. Let's see. Right here. Do with both sides. Spinning kick. Other side. Superman punch. Boom. Other side. Bam. I'm always down to throw those. Gotta give the people what they want. Oh, and I'm out of coffee. That's it. Thank you, man. Thank you. Anytime. No problem. Well, I'm gonna go for now, guys. I'm gonna finish up this morning with my stuff here, and then I'm gonna go live in the splits. Okay. Any more questions before I go? Ask me in the comments. One last question before I bounce. Excuse me. Opinions on Sabit Samedov. I see Mike versus MGB. Who you got? two good questions. I cannot answer those now, guys. I don't know who this guy is. This I know Icy Mike. I don't know who MGB is, but I haven't done a prediction of any fighting in a long time. So what I'm gonna do is this: I'm gonna watch all of Icy Mike's fight footage. Then I'm gonna watch all the fight footage on this MGB guy, and then I'm gonna make a prediction video for you guys. When are they fighting, anyways? Michael, you know what? I actually thought about a new nickname for Michael J. White. Michael J. White Belt. That will piss him off more than this Michael G.A.Y. Black. Michael J. White Belt. He will really hate that one, guys. Think about it. Hey, Ozu, El Bastino is in the house. How you doing, bro? Good morning. I accepted all the Samewerking, by the way. I didn't really have to click on the link to accept it, so I knew that it could be done, but I had no idea how to do it. So my YouTube manager did the one I did with her, so it just appeared that I had no idea how it was to be done. So I just did it myself. So how you doing though? What are you doing this morning, man? Are you training already or something? Are you going live soon? What's the dealio? Oh, I'm gonna go live in after I end the stream. An hour after that, I'm gonna go live again. About an hour. Do some editing and some more stuff, and then an hour. So it depends on when I end this stream. If I end it now, it'll be an hour after that. So, and I'll even time it so that I don't, so that I make it exactly an hour. Boom, 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 boom. And the next one, what topic would you like me to touch, man? I really didn't think of a topic yet because the title is simply going to be splits challenge again. So I'm going to be sitting in the splits and doing a splits challenge, and I could add a topic if you want to give me a topic. I'll take that into consideration and even add it in the title, man. Let me know, and if you guys want to ask El Bustino anything, he's right here. You guys can ask him anything you want. Since he's here in the chat anyways, ask him whatever. Yeah, cool. Looking forward to it. I love stretching too, man. Stretching is definitely one of my favorite things when it comes to training. I've made it one of my favorite things for sure. And I'm gonna make this coffee, so excuse the sound, guys. And we're back. Yes. Yeah, Shotokan Karate. Black belt, right? Black belt Shotokan Karate. We're gonna probably do a collab soon, guys, in the dojo. Like training, stretching, some kick training, whatever. No sparring, so don't be asking us to spar because we're not gonna do any sparring. We're just gonna do more like a training technique, stretching exchange, whatever else not, talk about martial arts, do a collab together. But we're gonna do that soon, maybe in the next month or two. ITF Taekwondo, I think, is very similar to karate, in my opinion. I think if you like ITF Taekwondo is more similar to karate than WTF Taekwondo. Correct me if you guys think I'm wrong, but it's very similar, especially like Kyokushinkai karate. Is Michael Francesa a legit mafia? Yeah, he's definitely a legit mafia. That he is, but he's a snitch, man. So I don't know. Like, I know he's not in the mafia anymore, but all the stuff he's talking, I'm surprised someone hasn't whacked him yet for all the shit he's talking on his YouTube channel. If he was a Mexican cartel member, he would have already been whacked. There's a reason why there's no ex-Mexican cartel members turned fucking YouTubers. Why do you guys think that is? It doesn't work like that, guys. It's there's levels to this when it comes to mafia stuff, and the level of the Mexican cartels. Sadly to say, it makes a mafia from back in the days from America look like a bunch of fairies. Where does who live? El Vecino lives in Holland. I live in Holland too. I don't know who you're asking this. I think Icy Mike can beat MAWB in a street fight. What's your opinion? So who's MA? Oh, Michael J. Whitebelt. Yes, I think Icy Mike can beat Michael J. Whitebelt. I don't know, man. Let me think. No, yeah, I think he probably could because he has more experience, man. Look, at least Icy Mike, by now, he knows what it's like to be hit, get hit, lose, not give up, punch people for real. Michael J. That's more than what Michael J. White has. So, yeah, maybe if it was the Icy Mike from the beginning of his YouTube channel, I don't think that guy could beat Michael J. White in a fight. But the new Icy Mike, with the experience he's had since he started his channel, because his channel kind of forced him to get off his ass, I don't think Michael J. White can beat Icy Mike in a fight. For sure, I don't think he can. No, man. You know what, El Bocino, you got to keep one thing in mind, right, about these live streams, right? The new style of the live streams, El Bocino, is to just go with the flow. So that's why I just go with the flow. I'm here just doing what I do every morning. The only difference is I'm talking to you guys, right? So I'm having my coffee, I'm throwing some kicks. In a minute, I'm gonna do my stretching. And if anybody has any questions about you, but I don't mind the conversation being about you. It doesn't all have to be about me. I mean, most of the talking we've done here today has been about other people. It's been about martial arts, about other people. I keep getting asked questions about famous martial artists, famous fighters, movies. Right now they're talking about you because they're interested in your channel. That's a good thing because you have a YouTube channel. For you guys that don't know El Bocino, check out his channel. Click on his on El Bocino in the chat and check out his channel. Subscribe over there. Give him a shout out. Tell him I sent you guys. We're doing a lot of collabs together. We already did a few. There's going to be a lot more. So yeah, no, this is what live streaming is all about. Live streaming is about really connecting with your audience and just having like a genuine conversation going. That should be feeling just like if you're talking to any other of your friends. It should feel like a normal conversation. It shouldn't be like if I have a bunch of friends, I'm not going to be like, hey, let's only talk about me. No, it's not necessary. I mean, I get it, I appreciate it, but the new YouTube rules for next year is to just be more authentic, be yourself. Oh, and one more thing, Albacino, you should also do content in Dutch. You can do that now. You could just throw anything in one channel. Is going to be good for next year. Like, for example, you speak perfect Dutch, perfect English. So in our next stream, we could do it in Dutch if you want. Everybody can just choose to put it in translate now. So we could try one in Dutch just to see how good it does, man. You never know. It might do good. When I interviewed Tom Haring, for example, I did most of the interview in Dutch, like a whole hour. So you could mix it up in one channel. That's all I'm saying. You don't have to keep it all in English. You could go back and forth. I get a lot of questions in the chat sometimes in Spanish. Earlier, I was asked here in the chat about some assassinations that happened in Mexico a few days ago. I guess some guy killed 3 people and he's still at large. I didn't even know. So I was asked in Spanish about it and I answered in Spanish. I don't have to be like, oh, I'm not going to answer because it's in Spanish. No, just go with the flow. Oh, that's good that you started taking creatine, man. That's really good. Hopefully, it'll keep my hair. Well, you already don't have hair, so luckily for you, you don't got to worry about that, man. I actually cycle the creatine because, like, guys, I tend to take a lot of it. But I do tend to see hair loss when I'm taking a lot of creatine. Right now, I'm not taking creatine, so my hair feels like solid. But when I take it, if I even pull it a little hard, I just notice my hair falls out. Luckily, I have a lot of hair, so I can afford to lose some. And the good thing is, when the creatine causes the hair loss, when you stop taking it, it kind of grows back. So it's not like permanent hair loss when it's from the creatine. But I also don't want to take it consistently because then I'll get to a level where my hair is falling out all day, and then eventually you probably lose a lot more than you want. So I cycle the creatine only because of the hair thing, not for any other reason. Thanks, Obasino. I appreciate it. I went to train with my boy AJ in Holland when I'm on a holiday. Yeah, come down here, man, and train. You're always welcome to come down and train, man. Yeah, we'll meet up in January for a collab with El Bacino, guys. He's gonna come down here and we're gonna train in the same dojo that you guys see me do all the videos and stuff. So he's gonna come out here to Enschede to do a collab with us. Oh, you're 181, dude. You're taller than me. You're like half a head taller than me almost, and I guess I'm 174. Hey, how much do you weigh, man? El Bacino, how much do you weigh? He's Dutch, man. Dutch people's average height is 6 feet. Don't you guys? Dr. Mike versus Michael J. White belt. What about that? I think Michael J. White can take out Dr. Mike. I mean, just because Dr. Mike can't strike, man, and his BJJ is overrated. Yeah, no, no, definitely Michael J. White can beat Dr. Mike. Dr. Mike from Renaissance Periodization. What does that mean? Like a one punch man? I don't even know who that is. Is Michael Frances a legit mafia? Oh, you already asked me that. He's a legit mafia, but he's a snitch. Yeah, you asked me that already. Michael Frances. I screenshot it again. I actually started watching his videos, but then I didn't continue because I ended up editing some of my own stuff. What gym do you train in? Are you asking me or El Bastino what gym we train in? I train in, at the moment, I only train in Sports City in Enschede. It's not like a real fight gym or something. They have a real dojo upstairs and everything, but the classes there are more like recreative. They're not really like, there's nobody there really daring me to spar him. One guy dared me to spar him, but it's a guy that I could crush with one kick. After I showed him my YouTube videos, he had a change of heart. So it's not a place where you'll get like really hardcore training. But for me, it's like I can do my own thing there, which I love. But yeah, basically, Sport City in Enschede is where I train at. You guys can look it up. Enschede is west of Holland, all the way west. Michael Michael J. White belt versus Gabriel Varga. Gabriel Varga, man. Gabriel Varga would crash him even if he's smaller. You know that bullshit Michael J. White says about size matters. Yeah, now when the skill level is that different. Gabriel Varga will beat Michael J. White 100 times out of 100 times. Michael J. White has no chance and no business fighting someone like Gabriel Varga. Just the low kicks that Gabriel Varga will throw at him and the punches that make Michael J. White won't be able to deal with it. He's got like 0.0 chances of beating Gabriel Varga in a fight. No doubt about it. Sure, man. You can always come and train and test the kicks. Where do you live at again, Jiz? Australia, right? So we'll take you. Yeah, man, if you ever want to come, man. I think you said Australia, right? If I remember correctly, or am I remembering it wrong? You're right. Yeah, I remember it right. Australia, right? Yeah, man. You should come down, dude. I mean, it is an expensive, long flight, but if you have the means and the way to come down here, by all means, mi casa es su casa when I have one. Because at the moment, I actually don't even have a house. I broke up with my girlfriend and she kicked me out of my place. So right now, luckily, I have a YouTube manager who turned into my girlfriend. So I have a YouTube manager slash girlfriend now. So I'm staying at her place at the moment, and I'm trying to find a place of my own. But right now in Holland, we have a real problem with the housing situation. So I mean, I'm at my mother's now because she had a car accident. She was hit by a car, so I'm here for a few days, seeing her and helping her out. But I'm mostly at the moment staying with my YouTube manager slash new girlfriend, and so yeah, that's the situation at the moment, which is fine. Um, yeah, sometimes some things change and some things never change. You know, so yeah. I want to go on a holiday to Holland, baby, where all my bros have black hair, low, or maybe blonde hair. I forgot. Blonde hair, yeah. Out here, it's all about the blonde hair. Although there's more and more and more white Dutch women end up shagging up with like brown people, dark people, black people. So you know, yeah, typical white families are dying out. A lot of people don't have kids anymore nowadays. Here, it's a trip to see. Like you see a lot of white Dutch women with like foreigners, or even Dutch men with foreigner women. Like it's a lot. It's mixing up a lot. The races are mixing up a lot here, which kind of wasn't the case back in the days. Back in the days, people were very like sticking to themselves, white sticking to white. Now it's really become uh, more and more mixed cultural, I guess, than it used to be. Holland is becoming more and more mixed cultural, more and more and more. Yes, I am half Mexican, half Dutchman. I was born in Mexico City. My dad is Mexican. My mother is 110% white Dutch woman on both sides of her family. So both my grandma and my grandpa on my mom's side are Dutch. Everybody's Dutch on my mom's side. So I am 50% Dutch. But get this, my dad is part Chinese, which makes me 25% Chinese. So I'm actually blood-wise, I'm 25% Chinese, um, like 12.5 French, 12.5 Spanish, and half Dutch. So I actually have 25% Chinese blood in me because my grandma on my dad's side is Chinese. Chong, my dad's last name is Chong, just like Chong Li from Bloodsport, Chong. So my dad's name was Heriberto Arturo Villanueva Chong. So that's my dad's name. My last name, second last name is Chong, Chong. And so is my grandma's last name, is Chong. Rest in peace, both of them. They're both not with us anymore. But yeah, I'm Mexican. But keep in mind, there is no Mexican race. Mexico is constructed or made out of people from all races of the entire world. There is no such thing as a Mexican race. Contrary to popular belief based on Hollywood movies, you will find every single race in Mexico. There's even a really large black community in Mexico, usually around the coast of Mexico, because the Spanish took over Mexico and they also had slaves. So yeah, there's a lot of black Mexicans, Afro Mexicans. It's just a lot of the government in Mexico don't even recognize them as real communities that exist, unfortunately enough. So they don't get any of the government benefits that any other community does have or should have. You forgot to ask me about my weight training during our talk. Do you train full body or push pull leg splits? What do you mean by do I train full body? Like, do I train like my entire body with weights? Because yeah, I do. I train every part of my body with weights. The only thing is, again, like I skip the upper body a lot. I'm always doing legs, and then one day I'll do abs, one day I'll do back, one day I'll do arms. But on those is usually when I do upper body, I tend to do like I try to do my entire upper body hardcore in one time or two times, and then I stop. And many times, if I do choose one muscle group with upper body, I tend to go for chest and abs. So yeah. So what do you guys think is more attractive and more important to train? Your chest or your arms? What do you think is more attractive and more important to train to attract the opposite sex? But this I mean women. What do you think it's more important, chest or arms, to attract women? Let me know in the comments below. Ooh, you're heavy, bro. You're heavier. You're taller and heavier than me. I was not expecting this of us. I don't know why. I thought we were like the same size. You're quite taller and heavier, man. You're right. Chest trumps arm training. So the chest will trump the arm training when it comes to women. Um, chest is think about it, right? If a guy has like sort of not big arms but a chest, he still looks like he can handle the world, because this part here is the vulnerable part, right? So when you have a lot of muscle in this vulnerable part of your body, you just look you look more confident. This is what Schwarzenegger puffs his chest, Stallone puffs his chest, Van Damme puffs his chest. All of these guys walk around like this, right? It's for a reason, because this part makes the girl feel safer. When you have muscle here, it's just a part, like they will always touch it. They will put their head here. Of course, arms are important too. But what I'm getting at, if you have to choose between prioritizing arms or chest, chest is the way to go. Boom, boom, boom. No doubt about it. Good answer, man. Isn't it crazy? Someone with a slim body weighs 90 kilos instead of 80 something because of huge calf muscles. Muscle is heavier than fat. Yeah, that's true. That is very, very true, amigo. No doubt about it. No doubt, no doubt. Michael J. White belt has puffy chest, but also puffy behind. Yeah, true. He does. But he has chicken legs. Watch his calf there. He has chicken legs, but that is more genetics than anything else. Although you can try your best to get bigger calves, it's usually not going to happen for you most of the time. Any more questions, guys? So I'm really about. Hey, how you doing? Good morning there. How you doing over there? You coming down soon? My mom just woke up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make her a coffee. I'm actually at my mom, so you guys see her in the but I'm actually at her place right now visiting because she had a car accident. She was hit by a car. Luckily, she didn't end under the car. She ended on the hood of the car, and she only has a dislocated shoulder, broken shoulder, dislocated. But she's quickly making a good recovery, so that is good. Bang bang. No problem, no problem, Albacino. Not even some. Most black belts struggle with flexibility. This is why I say flexibility is what separates the boys from the man. But it's most black belts struggle with flexibility because they're lazy and they don't like the pain and they avoid the pain. So they rather skip it altogether. A lot of people just don't stretch, man. It's yeah. People need to stretch more, but they don't. Yes, but we can do our next stream in Dutch. So For you guys that are watching our streams, just know that the next one will be in Dutch. Um, so we could also redo some of the stuff about, man. I mean, like for example, the one we did about the street fighting and all that. I've noticed that it's one of your most viewed videos. As far as talking to other people, it's still doing better than even the ones. And all of the ones you did were on Smottenberg. Look at that. Like, so there's an interest for street fighting, you know. So, and since a lot of my street fights were in Holland, it will make sense to talk about the street fights in Dutch. You know, I have the cases in Holland. It's from Snake. I have the case from in front of the grocery store where I wheel kicked the guy in the head. So I think if we do the collab in Dutch, we should touch the Dutch fights because it's relevant, you know. And I mean that's just my idea that we could because seeing what already works. Keep in mind with YouTube, they always say see what worked before and do more of that. So if it already worked with English, I can only imagine it will work also in Dutch. But keep in mind, guys, you guys could literally put the video in translation. So after I do a video with Albacino in Dutch, you could put it in audio in Dutch as well. So you guys can just, you know, watch it in Dutch. Maybe the AI voices can be annoying, but it is what we have for now, and it will change eventually. It will be even more advanced to the point that the voice will even be your own voice. Your coffee's ready, by the way. It's down here. Well, it's because keep in mind, flexibility is also genetic. Some people are naturally more flexible than others. Some people have that bone structure in the hip that is longer. Some people have it shorter, so they will never really be able to do splits. So there's also a genetic factor, man. Everyone can get more flexible. Everyone should stretch. It's not an excuse to not stretch, but stretching and flexibility, it really is hard work and talent. Without both, you'll never be able to achieve a full split. If your hip structures are not made to move in that direction all the way, then you'll never be able to do a full split. It doesn't matter how much you train or how much you stretch. You would literally have to have surgery inside your hip structure bones to have that, to be able to do that position. I mean, and I've heard rumors that you can do that, but I'm not even sure if that's real or not. I mean, I have no idea. But hypothetically speaking, this is the only way someone who doesn't have the hip structure would be able to do the splits. Hypothetically speaking, I'm not a doctor, is that they would somehow need a surgery in the hip bones because that's what's preventing you from being able to go into that position. But I don't recommend any of what I'm saying right now. Yes, okay, good thing you watched it. Yeah, but it's funny how a lot of people don't know about this. But if you go to like a ballet school where they teach ballet, you know, dancing, they will tell you this stuff. And in martial arts schools, they will not. Like, surprisingly enough, I learned this from ballet people. I didn't learn this from martial artists because in martial arts schools they will sell you the fake hope of one day you'll do the splits if you pay me enough money. One day you'll do the splits if you train enough. One day you're just not training enough. You're just not taking enough pain. You just need to be more patient. One day you will be great. No, you won't. No, you won't. If you don't have the hip structures to the splits, you will never be great at the splits, my friends. That's just a sad reality that most martial arts schools will not tell you because it's all about the green. It's all about the money, right? So, yeah, everyone is lying when it comes to the splits, especially people who can do it or people that can do it and have schools. They will lie that you will be able to do one day if you just pay them enough money, which is bullshit. Good morning, there. How you doing? Dropping the phone. Whoa, I zoomed in. No problem. You're welcome. Here you go.
Oh,
I gotta go to the bathroom.
oh, okay.
So,
Yeah. Hi, everybody. Yeah. I got the mic, but I just woke up, so bear with me. It is early for me, 10 to 8 in the morning now. Okay. Shiz. Hi, Shiz. Yeah. Sensitive topics is covering, isn't he? Phones and load. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, guys, I'm just about to drink my coffee and wake up. He'll be back soon. We needed to go to the bathroom. And I have no idea what the stream is about. I feel kind of dumb right now. Hmm. Hi, Shiz. Good to see you too here. I normally don't wake up this early. Terrence in the house. Oh, is that another? It's another name, Planet Terrence. Okay, Terrence has a. Do you have how many names do you have? Um, how was my sleep? Yeah, it was good, pretty good, thank you. But it's just early for me to wake up. uh, it's still early. Oh no, it's a different time. Mama AJ. I have three different channels. Okay, and three YouTube channels. At Planet Terrence is a YouTube channel too you have, or is it just a name on YouTube? Because I subscribe to one of the channels. Hey Benzel man, I'm doing better, a little better, I must say, better than 4 weeks ago at least. Yeah, progressing little by little, little by little. Just range of motion is a little better. Mama AJ, the image you're looking at is how I look in real life. Okay. Yeah, I see a small, tiny picture. Okay. Well, so that's another YouTube channel you have, right? Planetarians. I'm happy to hear your voices and I hope you recover soon. Thank you very much. You're also kind here. Cool. Thanks again for another live stream, AJ, and wish your mom the best. Heading to the gym to go train with my son. See you in the next one. Stay safe and honest. That's El Bastino.
Take care, bro.
Well, have a nice workout. Nice you go with your son to train. It's good. Planet Terrence. Mama AJ, this particular channel I don't use as much. Even though there's content on the channel, this is a backup channel. The other one you saw is my main. Okay. Okay, cool.
Ready for the other mic.
Take this one.
I have to.
Okay. Well, I will have to look at this channel too. So,
What channel?
Planet Terrence. Mama AJ, I always like to check on your son. Oh, cool.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Take care, Mama AJ. Thank you.
How do I back the zoom up? There.
This one?
No. Oh, no, I can see it from here. So no, I don't need to. But thank you.
Good. Terrence. Well, it's good to look out for one another, right?
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt. Anyways, guys, any more questions?
Do you like sugar? No, absolutely no sugar for me.
No sugar for her, coffee for her.
Sugar is it creates or can give you cancer. No way. And I don't like sugar in my coffee. I drink black coffee.
And she's saying this while smoking a cigarette.
Well,
Ironically enough.
sugar is a new cancer, you know. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I spoke to
Anyways.
my therapist last week, Terrence, about how you have to get over things because I was so devastated when I didn't get a
Gangsta
brownie.
baby. I love your family. Thanks for that, man. So I'm gonna be live streaming again in an hour from now. I'm gonna be doing the splits challenge, and then what was the topic you wanted me to touch? Just okay. So let me know so I can set the timer up.
Put a little bag of sugar in coffee if I drink. You should see the previous one from Terrence.
I spoke to my therapist last week about how you have to get over things because I was so devastated when I didn't get a get the brownie thing.
You can make this up, man.
Yeah, echt.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, because just maybe you told me what the topic you wanted me to touch later was, but I maybe I didn't see it. Let me see. I'm reading back up again. Shout out to ballet performance. Yeah.
Oh, hi, Abdul. I'm good. Doing a little better. How are you?
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, so let me know in the comments what you guys want me to talk about in the split challenge. In an hour, I'm gonna be going live again, guys. So, but I'm about to end the stream. So, let me know in the comments what you guys want me to do it on. What topic you guys would like me to touch.
Do I like a nice TV show? Sure, sure. But I don't have any TV connection for a few years. But what is the newest shows on TV that are good to watch?
Well, if you don't know what they are, then what mention them? Maybe you should say the ones that you do like, or the
Well,
ones you've liked from before.
uh, I'm not quite awake yet.
The Sopranos, maybe.
Yeah, definitely. The Sopranos, yeah. Dolph Lundgren, because
Kyokushinkai champion Dolph Lundgren. Yeah, Dolph Lundgren was good, man. He's definitely good. He was also a security. He was a bouncer and a bodyguard. So yeah, Dolph Lundgren was the real deal, for sure. Definitely not. He's definitely one of the underrated guys. A lot of people don't realize how good Dolph Lundgren actually is or was. Yeah, a lot of people don't know either. I don't know if you guys knew that Crow Cop was a bouncer before he became a cop. A lot of people don't know this. Crow Cop almost didn't become a cop. If he had not become a cop, he would have been a bouncer for like longer, and he would have been known maybe as a Croatian bouncer instead of a Croatian cop. But yeah, Crow Cop was a bouncer back in the days too. I know, man, but I've been live streaming for 2 hours. I'm gonna come back on though, in like in an hour or less. I'm coming back on with the splits challenge. So yeah, exactly in an hour.
2 hours already.
Oh yeah, 2 hours and 6 minutes we've been streaming, guys. So in an hour, I'll be back on doing a splits challenge. So that'll be it for this video, guys. So the next video, catch y'all later.
Bye bye. This room my whole night because you're about to end the stream. Aw.
I'm sorry, guys, but I
Poor
have to do some other
parents.
things. I'll be back on. I'll see you
Aw.
guys exactly in an hour. I have to do this again now.
See ya.
Boom, boom. I have to time myself. Otherwise, I end up being late, and I already ended up being late in a few streams. So the next video, guys. Catch y'all later.